Hi everyone, it's Claire from Scrappy Nerd UK, and today I'm sharing with you a video to give you a bit of inspiration on making some add-ins and embellishments for your December daily. So first of all, I'm starting with some vellum, so I'm going to do some stamping on vellum. Apologies for my big head in the way there. So I've just used this Christmas stamp from a set that I have that says Christmas Feast. So I'll obviously use that in a spread about Christmas dinner. Or it could be another meal that we have over Christmas that I photograph. And then next, I don't know if you haven't seen my other December daily videos, I'm doing a pink, baby pink, a grey and a gold theme. So I've just used these gold sequins. I've just showed you another one that I did earlier on. And then next, I'm going to do a bit of heat embossing on vellum. So this was a bit of an experiment, but it does work and I love the effect. So I'm just using this stamp of a reindeer and just putting the embossing ink onto the stamp and just stamping that straight down onto the vellum, making sure I've got a nice imprint, and just covering it in my gold glitter embossing powder. And I'm really pleased with the outcome and the effect, and just heating it up to activate it all. And there we are, that's all done. Now I'm going to keep that to one side because I want to add something else onto that a little bit later. And that will be another part of the video where I'm showing you another technique as to how you can create some extra embellishments to go into your album. So here I've just stamped some Christmas trees along the bottom, and this is basically going to be a journaling card. So I gold emboss the bottom with the trees, and then what I do is because of you can't just use a normal pen on vellum, I just grab my slick writer and draw myself some lines ready for some journaling. And I may well add something at the top of this at some stage, a brad or some enamel dots, but that can come in the later stages of decorating. So next, I've grabbed my Christmas roller phrase stamp, and I'm just going to cover the date up because I don't want that part. And the whole idea with this is, I know a lot of you out there will use the specifically the Tim Holtz tiny word stickers, and there are a few more available from other places. And the whole idea with this is to create your own. So if you do have a Christmas roller phrase stamp, or even a Christmas stamp that has smaller sort of words on, then try this out as well. So all I've done is I've cut 1 centimetre strips on white card, and I'm just going along changing the phrases as I go. And some of them aren't perfect, so I've stamped them a couple of times, so I just get rid of the ones that haven't stamped very well. And this is quite forgiving as well, because if you get the ink that sort of appears from around the edges, then you can just cut round it. And if you want to stamp it 5 times until you get it right, it's going to cost you 1 centimetre of cardstock, rather than stamping that onto your work directly and ruining it. So next I move on to some cork embellishments, and all I've done is this cork sheet. It's by X Cut, and you get 15 sheets in the pack for I think £5, and it's available from Hobbycraft down the range. So I've just used my punches to cut out a 2 inch and a 1 inch scalloped circle. I've just stamped some trees on there, added a little roller phrase stamp that I've just done, and I just finish it off with, oh, it disappeared. I did finish it off with a couple of enamel dots. Obviously I've cut that out of the video, so apologies. So next, this one here just says around the tree. I'm going to leave that one as it is. Again, apologies for my head. I need to make sure I'm getting it straight though. And then this one here is just it looks like a little book that says December 25th. And I pop a couple of enamel dots on there. And I'm just showing you a heat embossed one that I'd done earlier. It doesn't show up fantastically on the camera, but in the album you will be able to see it. So next I'll move on to some acetate, and I just grabbed these stamps. I got these from the US. I think I got them from Tuesday Morning last year. Just 6 wooden stamps. There's my head again. If you didn't know what my hair looked like, you do now. And I'm just stamping that right into the middle of the acetate sheet, which I've cut down to a 3x4 so it slots straight into a pocket. And I'm just going to move those out the way to dry. It's important you use Stays-On ink for that, because it's on a slick surface. It does need to be, you do need to use Stays-On rather than a pigment or a chalk ink. And next I'm going to make a divider, but I don't want it to be exactly the same width as the pocket pages. So I cut it down to a 6x8, which just means I'm losing the area where the holes are. And again, just using the Stays-On and using this garland stamp, I'm just creating a sort of border around the top and around the bottom. And then next I was going to sort of stamp all over this, and I decided not to. I decided to put one of the circle wooden pieces that match the my opening page. And I'm just trying to figure out what word I want to use, and that joy word fits really nicely in there. And you can see I've just, luckily that was just VersaFine ink, so I could just wipe it off. If that was Stays-On, I wouldn't be getting that off. So I decide that I don't want to keep it wooden, and so I gold heat emboss, as you'll see me doing a lot, to change things from their original colours to match in with the whole look that I want to go for. And then again, just activate that. I'm pleased with that. And then it's just a case of sticking those two into the album. And I just use red line tape for this. A lot of fiddling around. And I know that you can see the red line tape on the back, but it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't bother me. And then I'm just going to pop the cards into the sleeves, and I'll give you a bit of a flick through. This is video 1 of 2 for DIY embellishments. So there will be another one following this one to give you a bit of inspiration. And if it gives you one idea of something you can do, then that's effectively my job done. and just the last one's going in. Now, they're not going to stay in this order, to be fair. They will get moved around as my album gets completed, but just for the minute I'm just going to pop them into pockets just so you can see how they look currently. So there's the vellum one with the sequins, and there's the divider one that I'd made, and then here's the stamped words on acetate, and I love the effect of that, and the vellum journaling card, and the cork stamped embellishment, and the heat embossed vellum, and the other stamped with the sequins, and the little tiny word stickers. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do like, comment and subscribe. See you soon. Bye.